Hello everyone, my name is Dhruv Tomar. I am an intern at Lexis and Company, and today in this video we are going to discuss the new education policy. It was a very trendy topic in the recent months, and now in my opinion we should once discuss it as a whole new topic, and see what's the treasure inside the new education policy. So as we all know, in India, a new education policy typically comes along only once every few decades. The first education policy was introduced in 1968, which was a long back, and it was introduced by the administration under Mrs. Indira Gandhi. This was replaced by the National Education Policy in 1968 by her son Rajiv Gandhi, who was the Prime Minister at that time. A few years later, in 1992, it was slightly modified again by Prime Minister PV Narasimha Rao, and now in 2020, almost 3 decades later, it is slightly again modified, and a new education policy with drastic changes has been bought by the ruling government, which is obviously under Mr. Narendra Modi. The details of the new policy were released to the nation after cabinet approval on 29th of June. It was around, it is a last year thing, 29th June 2020. And it was said that National Education Policy, or NEP in short abbreviation, would be a comprehensive framework to guide the development of the education of the country. Now, the NEP 2020, which proposes sweeping changes, has caused quite the buzz since the introduction. The policy is supposed to address people and seven key issues of the educational development, namely easy access for the students, ease of participation, quality of courses offered, equity, system efficiency, governance management, facilities of research and development, and financial commitment development. Does NEP 2020 truly satisfy these criteria? What are the hits and misses of the policy? So now we should discuss this in detail. The new policy offers a single regulator for the higher education institutes, multiple entry and exit in the degree courses, discontinuation of MPhil programs, low stakes board exams, and common entrance for the universities. Now it also aims to universalize access to all educations at all levels, pre-primary to secondary level, with 100% gross enrollment ratio in school education by 2030, and proper foundational literacy and numeracy for all. So as we discuss these steps, in my opinion, it's a very great step took by our government, as the schools are not able to explain a what a student needs in future. They are only just educating us on the basis of the written books. So in my opinion, it's a very good step. Now let's further discuss. So the school curriculum structure, which is now a 10 plus 2, will be replaced by a 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 structure, thereby ensuring inclusion of all children of all ages, that is 13 to 18 years, under the ambit of formal schooling, in a significant shift from 1986 policy. And as if we compare this from the 1986 policy, it's a very drastic change. And this new policy also seeks to ensure that no student is at a disadvantage because they are from a socially and economically disadvantaged group. Now, gender inclusion fund, especially education zones, will be instituted for this purpose. It is also suggested that in the policy that the medium of education until at least grade 5, which means 5th standard, should optionally be in the regional language, which is mother tongue or local language. The key proposals of the National Education Policy 2020 says that the NEP proposes to make changes in the school academics, in the school structure, the undergraduate degree, and the design will be available for 3 and 4 years. It allows flexible options and allows many or multiple entry and exit options. The higher education institutes will now be having the option of 1 year master's degree under the new education policy, and government to continue masters in philosophy program. And the main and very interesting proposal in this education policy that there will be no separations between arts or science program students, between circular and extracurricular activities, between vocational and academic streams, to eliminate harmful hierarchies among and silos between the different areas of learning. So, in my opinion, it's a well thought and forward looking policy, and it will become the milestone in India's journey towards making the education globally superpowered. Now, National Education Policy 2020 has been well received, and Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal and teams are working with full determination and dedication, leaving no one stone unturned to ensure its implementation in letter and spirit. And we should all be very confident about it that this policy can change our future towards a good. Thank you.